Welcome to the fourth installment of Newlyweds, a retrospective on the early marriage years of a certain web-slinging wonder and his red-headed bride. This week, we delve into their honeymoon adventures, twice. If you have any favorite memories of the Peter and MJ nuptials, feel free to share them in the comments or connect with me on Twitter. As previously established, the marriage era of Spider-Man titles arrived during a tumultuous time in Marvel's history, marked by significant shifts within the Spider office and editorial teams. The wedding signaled a new direction for the comics, despite the lingering influence of the previous editor, who was openly opposed to the marriage. Notably, Jim Owsley was assigned to write the honeymoon issue, presented in Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man Annual No. 7. This is technically the final issue under the Peter Parker title, as it would soon be dropped. The other wealthy, anti-Spidey millionaire. The story pairs Owsley with Alan Kupperberg, a National Lampoon artist and recurring fill-in penciler during this era at Marvel. In The Honeymoon, we see the return of an animal-themed antagonist originally introduced by Tom DeFalco and Ron Frenz, following his memorable debut in Amazing Spider-Man No. 273. Marvel's commitment to continuity during this period is evident. The creative teams recognized the importance of building upon established storylines. In this installment, we find Peter Parker contemplating a job offer from the Puma, who moonlights as the successful businessman Thomas Fireheart. After previously teaming up with Puma to face the cosmic threat of the Beyonder, Peter is enticed by a proposed salary of $80,000, an amount that seems absurd in 1987. He considers how this newfound wealth could provide MJ with the luxurious lifestyle she deserves. However, the job offer serves a hidden agenda. Puma's uncle, Joseph Three Trees, feels that Puma did not adequately thank Spider-Man for his help in the past, which he sees as an unforgivable dishonor. Though the cover hints at an epic battle between Spider-Man and Puma, the reality is that Puma mainly appears as the agitated businessman in the comic. In an interesting twist, Fireheart reveals that he has deduced Peter's secret identity, marking a shift in their dynamic. This sets the stage for a complex relationship between Spider-Man and Puma, which would continue into the early 1990s. Fully clothed honeymoon adventures. When Peter isn't called back into action, Owsley provides glimpses into Peter and MJ's honeymoon in the picturesque French village of Cassis. The honeymoon, while romantic, is remarkably chaste. Any potentially risque material happens off-panel. Peter's honeymoon experience, funded by one of MJ's ex-boyfriends, alternates between romantic highs and crippling self-doubt. He finds himself feeling out of place among MJ's fashion world acquaintances, many of whom question why she would settle down with someone like him. Despite the Parker luck perspective on their marriage, MJ remains supportive and affectionate, reassuring Peter that she doesn't care about societal expectations. This dynamic is far more engaging than the cop-wife archetype that many fans later associated with their relationship. Amidst the romance, Spider-Man embarks on a test mission for Fireheart in Marseille. The mission involves recovering a pair of golden eggs known as the ova ignata from a group of smugglers. Unfortunately, Peter, having forgotten his Spider-Man suit, is provided with a replica that Fireheart assures him is safe. However, the suit's web shooters malfunction, leading Peter to question whether Fireheart is attempting to undermine him. Utilizing Fireheart's local research facility, Peter nearly recreates his signature web fluid, only for the batch to turn out acidic, leading to a series of mishaps during his mission. Confronted by a ninja clan and an armored guard, Peter drops the priceless eggs. Upon realizing the entire mission was a setup to test his abilities, Peter becomes furious with Fireheart. Meanwhile, MJ encounters Fireheart at a fancy restaurant, where his frustration with Peter becomes apparent. MJ's cool, passive-aggressive response showcases her character's charm and wit. When Peter arrives, he stands up to Fireheart publicly, impressing MJ's skeptical friends. Ultimately, the conflict resolves when Fireheart apologizes and agrees to destroy any data he collected on Spider-Man. The story concludes with Peter and MJ enjoying their last moments on the beach, hand in hand, ready to return home and start their new life together. Their honeymoon adventures, filled with romance and unexpected challenges, lay a solid foundation for their life as a married couple.